Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Thursday, July 5th, 2012. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Chip Ramsey with the Saturday Independent newspaper. In tonight's news, Air Force Material Command officials are ready to consolidate the number of centers as part of its command-wide transition. Authorities have located a 1995 Ford Mustang, which belonged to a Tullahoma woman whose burned body was discovered early Monday morning. We'll also take you to Morning Point Assisted Living Center, where they celebrated all this week. And Jim will speak to a retired Army general who was part of the Black Hawk Down battle. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
Tullahoma Drug has a gift for keeping well. You know about prescriptions, but there's so much more to tell. There's a gift for all occasions, for body, soul, and mind. Cards to show you care, gifts to show your kind. There are remedies and recipes and treats, you'll want to eat them. Stacks of books from famous cooks and spectacles to read them. Shades and frames, puzzles, games, dishes, plates, and mugs. We're a Tullahoma treasure. We are Tullahoma Drug.
Hello, this is J.D. Oliver from the Smokehouse on Mount Eagle Mountain. Me and my sisters Nancy and Betsy would like to thank you all for your continued support. This year we're celebrating our 50-year anniversary at the Smokehouse. In conjunction with our 50-year celebration, we are bringing music on the mountain every Saturday night at 7 p.m. till 10 p.m. featuring the best of Nashville. We have had some wonderful singers, hit songwriters, and Nashville's rising stars have taken the stage. Come out this Saturday night and every Saturday night through the end of the year. Make it a date night or bring the whole family. Help us celebrate 50 years in the community. Music on the Mountain is free every Saturday night at Jim Oliver's Smokehouse.
Hey, this is Sean Mayer. I'd like to invite everybody out to the Smokehouse every Saturday night for great music and awesome food.
Thank you very much, y'all.
Tullahoma Surgery Center is Tullahoma's newest and most complete surgical health care facility. The center combines state-of-the-art surgical care with efficient, affordable, and community-based outpatient service. The staff is committed to providing the highest quality care in a warm, personalized setting. The goal is to deliver excellent care and make your visit a pleasant experience. Tullahoma Surgery Center, the area's premier surgery center dedicated to outpatient surgery.
Welcome back. With 3 major milestones complete, Air Force Materials Command officials are ready to consolidate the number of centers as part of its command-wide transition to the 5-center construct. On July the 6th, the Arnold Engineering and Development Center at Arnold Air Force Base will be redesignated as a complex and align with the Test Center at Edwards Air Force Base. The move will affect about 18 civilian jobs at ADC. The July 6th ceremony will also include a change of command at the center. Colonel Raymond G. Toth will replace the current commander, Colonel Michael T. Brewer. Centers will be activated at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio and Tinker Air Force Base, Oklahoma in the coming weeks. At Edwards Air Force Base, California, the Air Force Flight Test Center will be redesignated the Air Force Test Center to reflect an expanded mission to cover all test activities. At about the same time, AFMC will begin the process of consolidating the centers from 12 to 5. The 5-center construct was announced in November 2011 as a major part of AFMC's response to a Department of Defense challenge to find efficiencies and save tax dollars. By reducing and consolidating overhead, the command will improve the way it accomplishes its diverse mission and will provide better support to the war fighter. This effort will save about $109 million annually.
Authorities have located a 1995 Ford Mustang, which belonged to a Tullahoma woman whose burned body was discovered early Monday. A passerby discovered the partially burned body of Megan Sharpton, age 24, around 1:19 a.m. Monday on a road near Awalt Bridge on Thames Ford Lake in rural Franklin County. Sharpton's vehicle was discovered near Normandy later that day. Police and sources close to the family tell TSInews.com that there are no known motives or suspects in the murder of Sharpton, who was described as an easygoing, accepting person. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation is assisting with the investigation. If you have any information on this case, please call 1-800-TBI-FIND.
Tennessee Attorney General Bob Cooper says the state will receive more than $13 million as part of a national health care fraud agreement. GlaxoSmithKline, a global health care and research company, has agreed to pay $3 billion to the federal government and participating states to resolve allegations that it engaged in various illegal schemes related to the marketing and pricing of drugs at manufacturers. Additionally, the company has agreed to plead guilty to federal criminal charges relating to illegal drug labeling and Food and Drug Administration reporting, and has agreed to pay $1 billion criminal fine in connection with those allegations. Cooper called the settlement a landmark recovery for Tennessee.
We'll be right back with more Newsleader on 6. Stay tuned.
Hello, Trent McNabb here, welcoming you to the brand new showroom at Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac in Tullahoma. And here's something they don't have across town. Come check out our brand new state-of-the-art service drive.
Hello, Trey McNabb here, General Manager of Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep. My little brother gets a new building. I get ceiling tiles and a sign. You know what that means to you? Come see me.
Has your love taken a downturn? Are you in a relationship recession? You need a bailout. Hope has arrived. You're qualified for the romance stimulus package at Woodard's Diamond Showroom. We have an entire store filled with fine jewelry that will put the sparkle back in your love story. Our team of romance advisors has the surefire plan to get your passion on the road to recovery. Woodard's Diamond Showroom inside Northgate Mall of Tullahoma.
Mark, you've won just about everything there is to win in racing. What's next?
I'd like more people to know about ER Extra.
The emergency room at Harton Regional Medical Center?
I just want them to get the best care they can get.
That just gets me right here, Mark.
Maybe you'd like to pay them a visit.
ER Extra at Harton Regional Medical Center.
ER Extra. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Welcome back. Residents of Morning Point Assisted Living Center have been celebrating all week with a different theme each day. Jim stopped by yesterday and spoke with Morning Point Executive Director Donna Stevens.
Well, we're here today at Morning Point Assisted Living Center in Tullahoma, where there's been a party going on all week, and I guess in the spirit of the 4th of July. I'm talking to Donna Stevens, who's the executive director here. Donna, there literally has been an event going on here every day this week.
Yes, we've had a lot of fun. Monday was Pioneer Day, so we had Little House on the Prairie here. And then Tuesday, we had another eventful day, and today is 4th of July, so we're doing that. Yesterday was Hollywood Day. So we had parts of Hollywood here and all the glamour. So we had a lot of fun.
Donna was dressed yesterday as were some of the other residents here as Marilyn Monroe. Is that correct?
We had some Marilyn Monroe and some glitz and glamour going on yesterday. We did.
Now today being Wednesday, this party lasts all week apparently. So there's other events that are coming up on Thursday and Friday.
Right. Thursday is All American Sports, so your favorite team should be represented. And then Friday we're going back to the 50s because who doesn't love the 50s? And Elvis is going to be with us that day in person.
Now, we've got a very, very special Elvis that's going to be here at Morning Point on Friday. Tell us a little bit about that. I think you know him pretty well.
I do. I have a wonderful husband that is very talented, and he's going to be performing for us. Last month, he did the Rat Pack for us. So he did some Sammy Davis Jr. and Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin. So we're going to try some Elvis this time. It's going to be exciting.
You always seem to have events going on here at Morning Point. Is this part of the way you do things to be able to keep people busy and involved in doing things?
Right. Well, we think activities and life events that are exciting and purposeful bring meaning to your life. And so we want to do as much as we can to enjoy every day that we have.
How many residents do you have here at Morning Point?
Well, we have 50 apartments, and we're almost at capacity now, so we're excited about that.
I think you also have a part of your facility here is dedicated to Alzheimer's patients. Am I correct there?
Correct. We call it the Lantern. It's our memory unit for Alzheimer's and dementia memory unit, and so we can support them in their needs.
Part of your regular day-to-day activity, I think, also involves physical exercise of some sort for your residents.
We do. We exercise every day. We have walking warriors and cedar size and 15 for 15, which is stretches and yoga. And so we try to make sure that we keep the physical intact and do what we can, as well as the spiritual and emotional and tactile, and doing crafts for a cause so that we're giving back to our greater community.
Okay, well, I've got to say, in my observation here at Morning Point, it's like everybody's always having fun, including the director. Now, she was telling you that her husband is talented and he's going to be performing here on Friday, but Donna also has a talent as well because she plays piano. So, yeah, and I guess that's what it takes to be director here. Donna, a lot of fun here today, and thank you so much for what you do for our community and for the residents here at Morning Point. It's a great place.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Stay tuned. More Newsleader on 6 is coming up straight ahead.
Hi, I'm Kayla Thompson. For the past 15 years, you viewed my father's commercials and watched us grow up. We're here today to say thank you for your continuous support and introduce the new faces of Thompson Ford.
Lori.
Josh.
Olivia.
Nick.
Michael. Nathan.
Even though some of us are going off to college or moving away, we just wanted to say that you can always count on a Thompson to be a part of the community. Come and see us at Thompson Ford, Tullahoma, Tennessee. Thank you.
Our office used to look like this, but now with My Paper-Free Office from R.J. Young, it's easy. We've made all of our files electronic and stored them in our virtual filing cabinet, which gave us tons of space. And Bob here, a big promotion. Melissa can pull files in minutes and spends hours on Facebook. And Kyle's confidential files stay confidential.
We're not totally paper-free, right? Thank you.
My Paper-Free Office from R.J. Young. It's that easy.
It is said that the eyes are the windows to the soul, and the Eye Care Center wants to make your eyes the best windows possible. The professionals at the Eye Care Center have been offering comprehensive eye care for over 30 years. From eye examinations to eye surgery, from children to seniors, we have the services you need. We pride ourselves on taking the time to fully understand our patients' wants and needs. Each patient is a unique situation and deserves our full attention and the latest treatment options. So call or stop by one of our 4 convenient locations and start seeing better today.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Serving you as a local firefighter.
Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force.
Serving Tullahoma.
Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
Welcome back. Jim caught up recently with a retired Army general who was part of the Battle of Mogadishu, more commonly known as Black Hawk Down. General Harrell graciously consented to a brief interview. Let's watch.
You folks may not know Major General Harrell, but you probably heard about some of the events that he's been involved in during his military career. Tell us about the way, you know the one I'm talking about.
Oh, you're talking about Black Hawk Down.
Yes.
That was a operation back in '93. I was a ground force commander, and it's now made famous in the movie Black Hawk Down.
What exactly, as ground force commander, tell our viewers exactly what your responsibilities were there.
The ground force commander is responsible for everything going on in the ground. You had two commanders. You had an air commander in charge of the helicopters, Tom Matthews, and then you had the ground force commander, who's responsible for everything going on the ground. And then there's an overall commander, who at that time was Major General Bill Garrison. My time was occupied with trying to make sure that the guys on the ground have the adequate support. We're coordinating aircraft movements, and in fact, if you saw the movie, you saw gunships, and they would be about as close as from we are standing to that sign right over there across the width of a street. And for 18 hours, those soldiers and aviators carried on a very, very fierce firefight. And about 100 Americans took on something like a conservative estimate of 9,000 or 10,000 Somalis, and won that night.
Or are you able to talk about the training that you guys have for situations like that, or was there training for that?
Well, the way you train for the absolute worst situation you could imagine is to train very hard every day, and you focus on making sure that what might look like insurmountable problems become speed bumps to the guys who do it every day. And that's a very simplification of a long, hard, rigorous process.
It had to probably be the most memorable part of your military career.
That and the invasion of Panama were both memorable experiences.
What role did you play in the invasion of Panama?
I was responsible for a force that went in early in the operation and rescued an American by the name of Kurt Muse. And he had been held in a Panamanian prison by Manuel Noriega, and Noriega had guards on him 24/7 that were instructed to kill him if any rescue attempt was made. And one of the bravest NCOs I've ever met, a guy by the name of Steve Dawson, rappelled down the side of a building, and he was in full view of a lot of enemy fighters, and made sure that the guy who was assigned to come and stop the rescue didn't.
Unbelievable the stories that this guy's got to tell. The pet of the week this week at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter is a miniature pinscher mix named Polo, available for adoption. Polo is approximately 2 years old and is good with other pets and children. He is up to date on his vaccinations and will receive a free neuter at the Middle Tennessee Spay and Neuter Clinic in Shelbyville, provided by the Unitarian Universalist Church of Tullahoma. Microchip identification is available to all dogs adopted for a $10 or greater donation to the shelter. For more information, contact Officer Mitchell at 454-9580. State law also requires a $25 deposit refundable upon proof that the adopted pet has been neutered or spayed. The Tullahoma Animal Shelter is located at 942 Maplewood Avenue.
The Coffee County Humane Society's featured pets of this week are Faye and Jimmy. Jimmy is a terrier and Faye is a black and tan hunting dog. The shelter also has many other dogs available for adoption at 1210 Oakdale Street in Manchester. Hours of operation at the shelter are 7:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. The shelter's phone number is 723-2711 or 723-2730. Donations for animal care can be made to the Coffee County Humane Society at P.O. Box 252, Manchester, Tennessee 37349, and their website is www.coffeehumane.org. Stay tuned, we'll be right back with more Newsleader.
The highest standard of trust offers a sense of safety and comfort. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of trust in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
You can see it in his swagger. You can see it in his swagger. He a boss, you can see it in his swag. How we walk, how we talk.
A lot can change in 2 years, but not everything has to. With the Charter Price Guarantee, lock in low rates for 2 years, because sometimes it's nice to know what's on the road ahead.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gotta be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has the checking, loans, savings, and traditional banking services you want. Plus free internet banking and bill pay. Bank your change, Visa gift card, and lots more state-of-the-art banking services. We focus on the service and services you want. So you can bank when, where, and how you want. At our offices, or from just about anywhere. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank you'll ever need.
Welcome back. Governor Bill Haslam says slow government services are like additional taxes. Governor Haslam made those comments in a recent interview with TNReports.com. Here is a portion of that interview.
And your all's job in a lot of ways is like mine. If you work in information technology, everybody has an opinion about you, right? I mean, it's just kind of how it works. It's like when you're the governor, everybody has an opinion about you because people use Mark Bingle, our chief information officer here. Everybody has an opinion about the process and whether it's going fast enough and whether the result is good and whether you're spending too much money or not. Everybody has an opinion about you because what you do touches everybody's world. I mean, there's very few things that departments where information and data and technology isn't a fundamental part of what we do. I was laughing, a friend of mine is the CEO of a company, I was with him, this is about a year ago, and he said, I have the best chief technology officer I've ever had. Now this is saying something because this guy's hired and fired a whole lot of chief technology officers. He said, it's the best one I've ever had. And I said, really, you really like him? He said, no, I don't like him, he's just the best one I've had. And you all know what that's like in your job, right? Because the demands and expectations are huge. So anyway, I'm very, very appreciative of the role you play. I do feel like when it comes to information technology in the state of Tennessee, we're making some big strides forward in some big projects and some little things. But they're all about serving the customer. Hopefully when you hear me talk or any of our commissioners talk, it's all about serving the customer. People pay a price for government. It's called taxes. And I'm convinced of this. I think there's two kinds of taxes. There's the tax that people pay, sales tax or income tax or whatever tax you're paying. And then there's the tax that you pay when you don't get full value for government service. In other words, if you're going to get some product or process or service from the government and we don't give you full value because we have an employee who's not working as well as they should, we don't have the technology in place to process it as fast, whatever reason it is, when we don't give you full value, that's another tax. We just don't call it that. And so when somebody pays $1 worth of value, we want to give them $1 worth of value back. And what you all do is key to that. There's no question that we're going to serve people well. Whether you're serving thousands of people in a state agency or you're serving the local government, we have to do that in the best way we can.
We'll be right back in a moment with your weather forecast.
Are you looking for a new car dealer that offers no games, no gimmicks, no hassles? Then look no further than Russell Barnett Kia. Keith Barnett here today with my nephew Clay to tell you about the all-new 2012 Kia Optima. Yours today for $21,995 after rebates and incentives. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. No games, no gimmicks, no hassles. My question is, tell them, Clay.
Why buy anywhere else?
Welcome to Camino Real, home of the area's most authentic Mexican food. Expect quality service in a friendly environment that features the only truly authentic Mexican food in the area, with favorites like tacos, fajitas, enchiladas, burritos, tostadas, freshly made guacamole, and Mexican rice, all made from scratch using homemade Mexican recipes and only the freshest ingredients. Come and enjoy a meal at Camino Real with the great food, friendly service, and warm atmosphere of Old Mexico.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Smoking tobacco accounts for 3 of every 10 fire deaths in the United States.
Tullahoma Fire Department need you en route to a structure fire, 202 Main Street, heavy smoke showing. Neighbors advise child trapped inside.
Lighters, matches, and associated smoking paraphernalia are the leading cause of preschooler fire deaths. We as firefighters know that most structure fires can be prevented.
Hold on! I've got one! Command, this is primary search. We have a victim. Need EMS to meet us at the front door.
Please help us to give you a fighting chance. This can be prevented. Contact the Tullahoma Fire Department for a free home safety inspection.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1948 at 100 degrees. We might have surpassed that today, I'm not sure. Record low was in 1940 at 54 degrees. Average high on this day is 87, and the average low is 67. For tonight, look for isolated thunderstorms in your forecast with a low of around 71. Partly cloudy weather expected for Friday with a high of 98 and a low of 72. And that partly cloudy weather continues in the forecast for Saturday with a high of 94 and a low of 73.
Well, Jim, little rain in Tullahoma or none at all?
You know, there was a little shower the day before yesterday, but it didn't last long. So I understand that we may have a shot at some rain on Monday, but for right now, it's just a hot and dry, one of the hottest on record.
You know, go wash your car. If everybody washes their car, it'll be like a rain dance. That's the modern day rain dance.
That's a good plan. Good plan. That is our newsletter report for this evening. We invite you to join us. It's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a good night.